as well. So honestly, if all of the players step up like they did on first map, we could have a banger of a map to finish this one off. I'm not hoping for a world record speedrun at this point.
No. I've got to fly my room, it's really annoying me. But into the pistol round we go. Paranoid. No slowing down for him as he quickly picks up 2. Good way to start off, isn't it? And why
yeah, I think he's going to be happy about that.
Zorta went fast through the long doors as well to try and find intel, maybe a cheeky kill, but Chrism will lock him down in the end.
Alien finds the frag on Robin out towards the long position, brings it back to a 3-on-3. Pashano with the early couple of frags over towards the B bomb side, but haven't seen much action since. Kenzie checking the short angle. He didn't spot lower though. That could potentially be an issue because we got Nickelback in this position with the bomb. That means that they still have plenty of opportunity to rotate towards B if that's what they want to go for. And if they find a frag towards the A bomb site, they can quickly move up there as well. So mid and short, like 2 key spots that you need to be covering on this map at all times. Kenzie needs to land the shots. Oh, Kenzie.
He's dead.
I feel so bad for him. He tried so hard. Killian, though, tries even harder. Nice little jump up to finish off the final player as well. Belshunat falls, and that will be Winstrike picking up the pistol. Can I just point out real quick?
3 kills. Go on.
I really, really like the fact that Winstrike, like, I like the way they adapted to this mid-round. Because very early on, they lose 2 players to Passionoi, and then immediately fall back. So typically what you'll see from lesser teams, if you will, is that they'll just stick to their game plan. But this here from Winstrike, they had a game plan going into the round. They lose 2 players immediately, and quickly all of them just fall back, and they take their time, and they play smart from there on out. I think that's definitely something that goes in their favor.
Yeah. Oh, double up. Oh, sorry, not double ups. That'd be impressive. Second round, but double scouts for
that would
the
be something.
ETHEREAL side. Yeah, that would require a few knife kills, I think, in the pistol. But actually, now to pick up quite a few kills. Okay, I was going to say pick up a kill or 2. There comes 3. Passionoi with 2 as he went aggressive up towards the top mid with it. Unorthodox, but it catches a couple kills. Fair play to him. Rotate far back with his. Still trying to find more damage. There's only Lackey and Nickelback who remain for the Winstrike side. A 2v4, just pistols for most of these ethereal players, but it's the quantity of players that they're going to have to get through that's the worrying part now.
Lackey has taken a good chunk of damage as well. Yeah, she pointed out pistols and a scout, not necessarily the best weapons to deal with these players, but what they have going for them here on the ethereal side is that they have the numbers advantage, and they have helmet on those 3 players without the scout.
Yeah. Shouldn't matter against the AKs.
That's true. Oh, Robin. It's kind of a one-way here. Unfortunately, flashbang is perfect. Oh,
so is the shot from Nickelback.
Yes, indeed. Stop it.
No way!
What? I think we lost Dan. Pretty much lost me as well. Jumping no scope with a scout.
That is beyond any sort of form of being reasonable.
That's insane.
Like, Winstrike, they're setting themselves up calmly for this post plant. In pot Zorte. He's just wallbang, no scope, jumping shot the guy as he's planting the bomb and just denied any chance for Winstrike there. That's... God, that's... Right, I'm back in the room. Is that going to set us up for a for a pretty mental game then? Do you reckon, Jeets, or is that just a one-off?
I'm hoping we get to see a little bit more of that. It's something that we see from time to time on a map like Dust2, like scout plays. That was out of this world, obviously, but every once in a while we'll see like insane scout headshots from weird angles that we're not used to on Dust2. So I'm hoping we get to see a lot of that in this game as well. For this round, a lot of damage dealt towards Sorted. And obviously, Ethereal, they have the upper hand in terms of equipment. Positioning is real good for Winstrike, though. They managed to push themselves up towards the A-bomb side. Kenzie finds one, lacking. Alien, quick crack of their own. Nade toss is good. Robin finds one. Alien still fighting back with all he's got. But it's not good enough. Nickelback. Does he do it?
Do it, jump.
The Kali play? Not quite. Gets shut down before he even gets there. Passionoi takes him out of the equation. And Ethereal picks up their second. But as I said, real good setup there for Winstrike, actually. They managed to throw the flashbangs that they had at a very good, with a very good timing, which allowed them to push in towards the bomb site as a unit and then just sit. They were basically 3 players planting the bomb. I know that sounds kind of weird, but 3 players were sitting, well, 2 players were standing right next to the guy who was planting the bomb. Just defending that guy, making sure that he got the bomb down. So real good attempt there for Winstrike. Unfortunately, not good enough. It was almost there. And actually, a really good round when you think about the equipment that they had going into that one.
Yeah. Yeah, gets put very close. Only the 2 players survive, and for Winstrike, I mean, a 1-for-1 early on. Robin's taking a lot of damage. Nipped back a bit from the nade while trying to salvage. Through Robin. He'll get another couple. 3 kills for him. He's the only one to find anything for his team. And as Bondit's going to go for that bomb plant. A little bit open. The nade is going to do a healthy chunk of damage. But a 2v2, they can still definitely get back in towards this site. Both of them still on the site itself. And Passionoi taking a little bit of damage. The team falls, and he will fall shortly after. Winstrike, they'll lock down a second for themselves. There's no shenanigans this time from the scout.
So what we've seen thus far from the Winstrike side, I know it's too early to talk about, but I'll talk about it regardless. What we've seen thus far for Winstrike, even in the pistol round, every single round they've had good control of short, like the elbow on short, if you will. They've had really good control of that, and due to that, have actually been able to push themselves out in real good positions. And get up towards the bomb side, get the bomb planted even in the rounds that they've lost. Still managed to get the bomb plant. I think what we need to see for Ethereal here, we need to see a little bit more focus towards the short position in some of these rounds. Obviously, you don't want to do it every round, but we need to see them go for a bit more aggression early on towards short.
I mean, in the situation they've got right now, with obviously Belchonok pushed in towards the lower tunnels and his teammate Passionoi with the Mag 7 towards upper tunnels, they're perfectly fine here leaving short, because they've got that sort of early warning system of Belch, but it's not Alien on a scout. It's just going to pick off everybody's heads with a first connecting on towards Robin. That's a player who's already been finding quite a few kills this game in some dire situations, but for Ethereal, they've only just been able to find a kill. As a 4-3 down in terms of the manpower. Make it 4-2 as Bondic with the AK will silence one more, and well, Winstrike, they should be able to take the lead here in this game. Back up to the winning position. 3-2 will be the score as a bomb that takes its way down, and I mean, Beltronic salvaged a Mag 7 from his teammate's corp. Kenzie just with a Deagle. Maybe they try and get a kill here because, I mean, obviously if you get a kill with a Mag 7, it's the $900, which was why I love shotguns. You know? I mean, if for example, the Nova, if you get one kill of it, you pretty much paid it off. The auto shotty, a couple kills, pretty easy to do if you play it in the right positions. A couple kills with that, you've paid it off. So, I mean, the kill reward is certainly a big factor in the shotguns, but not going to get the chance this time. It is Winstrike who keep 4 players alive for themselves.
So something we saw on Nuke was that ETHEREAL played really well together as a cohesive unit. We saw the same from Winstrike on Overpass. Here on Dust2 thus far, it seems like Winstrike are really good at trading and really good at finding the angles, where ETHEREAL are lacking a bit behind in that department, at least initially. Again, it's very early days, a lot can still happen. But I fear for ETHEREAL just by the first couple of rounds here. Winstrike have looked incredibly comfortable in these first 5 rounds actually. Even the ones that they've lost, they look pretty comfortable in.
Yeah, classic beam split from an air through for Winstrike. This should just be enough to lock down a round, especially with like obviously Passionoi is forced forward because his teammates basically singled away from being able to provide any support for him. Nice smokes from Winstrike towards that CT position, allow him to push forward, and in response, Passionoi tries to go forward himself in towards the tunnel to catch a player off, but gets taken down the Deagle. I think he had not really going to work out, and Winstrike, they'll secure themselves a pretty clean 4th here. ETHEREAL, they're just, by the looks of things, not wanting to give anything up. Kenzie with a bit of armor, Beltronic with armor and Deagle as well. I mean, they may as well carry the armor forward, I guess, and not give any cash money to Winstrike, or kill money, I should say. Cash money's the same thing. But,
yeah, I've heard that argument before, and I have to ask a player about that at some point, but I've never seen it as an issue. Obviously, in this scenario, like, the main reason why ETHEREAL, they could have gone for this one and tried to deal a bit of damage. There's no reason for Winstrike to chase them down, because they know that they don't really have any equipment to work with. It's only really the Kevlar and head armor, as you pointed out. I think it's fine to save the head armor. The Kevlar, don't really care so much about that, honestly. I don't know. I would have loved to see them try and deal a bit of economic damage.
Yeah, I don't know. It allows maybe some USPs in there, but even with the Kevlar, because you're against AKs here, so you don't need to upgrade to head armor. You save yourself like $650 and you're able to get some extra nades through. Like both Kenzie and Beltronic, they use all of their money up by nades, so definitely saving the armor helped out with that. It wouldn't have had nades otherwise, but into this next round, pull back. Does secure an opening door, they phased it out, and just trying to play around the smoke. He does a lot of damage, but Bondic is going to be ruthless and merciless as he pushes in towards that B site. And once again, Winstrike, they're going to lock it down. 4 on 2 here. Zorti and Robin, the only 2 who remain. And Robin has been spotted out towards T-spawn. He's now having to run for the hills.
Again, a bit of a disjointed situation there for Passionoi. I think he was playing it all right. He was sitting inside the smoke, trying to play around the smoke to his advantage. But he... Obviously, the flashes... A lot of flashes going in this direction. Quite disorienting. Good stuff here from Robin.
Yeah. Feels like he was finding quite a few frags, but... actually isn't like massively fragging out. He's only at 7. I mean, obviously highest still for his team and actually joint highest in the server. So maybe that's why I feel like he's fragging a lot. But to me, it feels like he's been able to find a lot more. Same for Bondic, actually. I feel like he's been finding more kills than he actually has. I think it's maybe just the impact they're having and maybe unable to find kills elsewhere apart from the sort of impact frags. Go on. Is this some sort of like hole in time and space, or
maybe? Like it feels like this. It feels like this map has taken a lot longer even though like a lot of the rounds on Overpass were down to the last minute, it already feels like we've been on Dust2 for quite some time. I don't know what's happening. We need Anders for this one. He's already always got some crazy ideas about we all live in a simulation or something like that. I don't know. He's got some weird tinfoil hat ideas. My theory was that this game was, or at least the rounds have been a lot closer than what we saw on both of the previous maps. That might imply, but
oh no. I was going to say this is just a test of strength for us, as they're trying to throw as much in as they can. As Kenzie does get a team kill. It's not going to help ETHEREAL out at all, and it is just a 2 versus 3. But that kill towards mid does at least give a route towards the bomb site. They can't get in, though, as, I mean, it's a bit of a fortress. There's the Knights of the Round Table would be happy with a fortress of that magnitude. Now I've got Monty Python in my head.
That's never a bad thing. Don't ever apologize about that.
The Knights of the Round Table. I would have broken into song if I actually remembered the rest of the lines from that bit.
I'm glad you don't remember it then.
Camelot's a silly place anyway.
It does seem like Winstrike might be like bursting into song eventually as well, because they are looking so much stronger than ETHEREAL, both on Overpass and now on Dust2. Again, it's early days. There's definitely still potential here for ETHEREAL, but it is not looking great for them. And again, the odds continue to portray exactly what we're saying. Winstrike are looking so much stronger in all factors right now.
Bondix is definitely trying to hightail it to Camelot. Straight through. King Arthur and his merry men, they're going to be charging forward to this perhaps less fortified castle on the A-bomb site. Not even a castle, but if only we're playing cobblestone, there'd be so much I could do. Belchonok will secure one onto Nickelback, and that actually puts in the favour of ETHEREAL. Lackey with just 6 points of health, really. He's out with the fight. Perhaps can trade a kill out, but any extended gunfights are probably going to end in his demise. That would be a one-way ticket to the afterlife. And Winstrike. We've got plenty of time. They're just slowing things down, which is good. I like this. It forces ETHEREAL to consider other possibilities. As they did have Passionoi over towards mid, sort of looking, but Belchonok, he now raises his head, takes down Lackey. Kristen is able to trade it out, and now ETHEREAL, they do know it is still going to be the safe site, and they'll mop up the kills. A third on the board finally comes through, and they'll end the run of rounds from Winstrike.
About time here for ETHEREAL. They do manage to pick up their third, as you point out, but all in all, generally, Winstrike just look a whole lot better than ETHEREAL. I would love to see ETHEREAL, like, they need to step it up massively. We saw Kenzie, we saw Belchonok on that first map. They were key factors to a very, very clean victory on that first map in favor of ETHEREAL. We need to see both of those players stepping up massively here for Dust2 for them to be able to bring it back. But with Elian and Kristen finding a frag early into this round, it's going to make it even tougher here for ETHEREAL. They lose 2 players out towards the long position, and Kristen and Elian cleaned that spot, giving them the opportunity to push further and closer towards the bomb site. Assaulted. He's going to try and see if he can hold on to something here on short with the AWP. Short position, he should be fine, but he gives away sound cue as he drops down. We'll actually hear that out from the long position. So they know there's one on short now. Assaulted. Doubling back. Tries to find a different angle. In the meantime, Belchonok, he gets taken down by Bondic. Salty, there's no real reason for you to stay here at this point. But obviously, if you can find a frag or two, might make it interesting. Missed opportunity.
awkward.
Unlucky.
He was trying for the shots. He was sort of forced forward by the Molotov. Decided to go forward, obviously, rather than backwards and try and find some frags. Try and catch them, trying to push in towards the site. Unfortunately, can't do it. And Winstrike, they'll return to winning ways. 7 on the board.
I'm trying to think how many times I've seen ETHEREAL get the opening frag.
Not many.
It seems like it's always Winstrike finding the opening kill, and then we might see a couple of frags going in the favor of ETHEREAL. We had that round with Passionoi. That was the pistol, actually. But even in the pistol, Winstrike still won it. So that didn't really matter all that much. This time around, they do manage to find the opener.
Yes, boost position's good for the opening kill there. And with the solo org for Belchonic, we'll try and get something from this round. It's interesting, though, because Passionoi has used all of his cash up here, while the rest of his team have left at least a little bit in reserve for the next round. Excuse me. So, I don't know what they're going to be able to pull out of this one. Like if they don't win this round, I don't know what they're going to bring into the next round. Unless they save a weapon or two, it's not going to be a full buy. Like, they just can't. Passionate has no money. They are on a pretty decent roster, and I think we're at max stage already as this A site gets cleared out. Crizzen will remove Robin from his purchase there, and ETHEREAL, yeah, they're just going to save. I mean, they've forgotten Passionate that AK as well in towards the low tunnels. I forgot about that one. I forgot there was going to be a weapon there, so yeah, I mean, they can actually get a decent buy in the end, actually. If they keep both of these guns alive.
If they have to keep both of them alive, though, that's a bit worrisome here. Robin low on HP, money, excuse me.
Robin's dead.
Same. Yeah. Confused myself there. Good on me. But yeah, both of them low on money, so you have the loss bonus, of course. Robin, you can see he gets up to 4,600. So decent amount of money on him, but obviously holding on to the weapons is what they went for. They wanted to see, or wanted to bring those weapons into this round, give them a better opportunity of getting utility and even better equipment on most of the players here. But Dan, I'm not liking this.
Nah, they're struggling. They are struggling on the CT side.
Seems like a speed run at this point.
I mean, I think Nuke was a bit of a speed run.
Absolutely, but
right.
Overpass likewise.
Yeah, these two teams have been trying really hard to get us back on schedule.
That's very true.
Bit of chaos. Belchonic, I thought initially it was actually Passionoi in the smoke, but it's Belchonic who actually gets himself free. All in all, defending that B site and ETHEREAL. Okay. Can they do this more often? I mean, Winstrike just, for some reason, pushing through a smoke towards the B site, not really the smartest of plays. Sort of gave that one up towards ETHEREAL, but they manage it nicely. See, dealing with one of those last two players, it's all towards Elian trying to hold on to this AWP, but has been spotted out, has been tagged up. Only 45 points of health, and 5 players are going to be chasing ETHEREAL. They really want to take this weapon away from the Winstrike side, and it's not going to do all too much to the economy of Winstrike. They have quite a lot in reserve. Like, Crizzen is at 11k. Elian and Nickelback, they're about 6k each, so there is cash, and actually, Elian, oh no. Could he, like, if he runs towards A, he might be able to get the bomb planted. Smoke. Oh, not really covering the cross. Zorte will pluck him away.
That was one of those good, you know, the few moments where you take the back of your hand and wipe away the sweat. That's what that felt like. If Salty missed that shot, there was actually a very real chance of the bomb being planted at the very least. And when you start off being 5 against 1, you cannot allow the bomb to be planted. You cannot allow for your opponent to get that extra cash going into the round. As you pointed out, cash is not really going to be an issue for Winstrike yet. They've got plenty of money on Kristen after reinvesting into this round as well. ETHEREAL...
The rest of the team not so much, though.
Yeah, exactly. ETHEREAL do manage to make it 4 on the board. They still need a whole lot more. If they can... I feel like if they can make it 9-6, this could still turn into an interesting one. But by the looks of things already, Winstrike are just so much... They look so much better on this map. They just look... They look like they have complete control of it. Pretty much the entire way through.
Yeah, pushing in towards this A bomb site, though. Lay down the carpet of smokes, and they're all tucked up behind it, waiting for these Molotovs to fade from the CT side. But with this time, Zorte is actually going to nail one through the smoke. Robin's name just got the extra tag as well, and ETHEREAL, they might just be able to find themselves a 5th here. Prison eventually answers back for 1. Already in the advantage for ETHEREAL, and Kenzie finishes up that kill. A little gap in the smoke to play with. Nickelback long range with the AK. Prison actually gets one post-mortem there. But it's going to be 5 for ETHEREAL as they close things up a little bit, and we could have a pretty close first half here, all things considered, because Winstrike, they're actually going to force buy into this. Okay, I was expecting them to maybe go for a half buy, full buy in the next, and try and go 9-6. They want 10-5.
Yeah, I kind of like this force buy, because it's... I mean, considering how well they've played thus far in this half, it makes sense for them to force buy, because they've played well with all weapons, even the pistols, the upgraded pistols. So going for this force buy makes pretty good sense here for Winstrike. Statistically, this is not a force buy that normally works. Like, normally you wouldn't go for this.
Time.
Yeah. Normally you wouldn't go for
I
this unless you've been, like, super confident throughout the entire half.
Yeah, totally, but Winstrike, they do get lucky, obviously, picking off that opening kill. I think it's Passionoi who gets taken now basically instantly trying to cross mid, and basically that sets things up for Winstrike. And I think their entire round was based upon that. Like, they got that opening kill on the guy crossing, and then basically the B player is just screwed. 5 players coming at him, there's no chance. So, I mean, Winstrike plays that they have to make it work. So, who am I to judge? But I totally agree. Not generally a round that works out, that one.
9-5. Question now is, will ETHEREAL be able to pick up their 6th? As I said, if they manage to pick up the 6th, there's definitely still a chance, but they need to step up massively. And Winstrike need to sort of... That's an interesting thing. Winstrike needs to sort of fall off a cliff somewhere.
You made the strat sweep.
Oh, that helps. Good spray down from Passionoi. Finding the first couple.
Why are they running through smoke? Seems to be... Oh,
big miss.
Winstrike, they still have a chance here, but ETHEREAL will probably find 6. Like, 2 players are trying to defend this B bomb site. As I was mentioned before, it is a bit of a fortress. And 3 players are going to be coming in through the tunnels. Bondic, he's got another smoke to drop down there. This is going to eat so much time up. And ETHEREAL, they're just going to have to push through it. They don't have time to spare. They have kits for every player alive. But Bondic, he's going to hold that down 1. He gets at least 1 kill. Prison pulls back to sight. Oh, he finishes off 2 more. Helped him by the Molotov, but he's pushing forward. Zorte will finish him off, and with the defuse, because I think he just about has the time for the defuse, and it will be ETHEREAL just about snatching a 6th at the end of the half.
9-6 will do it. Winstrike taking the lead at the halftime, but ETHEREAL fighting back. We'll join back in just a few moments, but first, a break.
I'm fighting harder because I've come to claim my throne. Never letting go. These wings carry me. Live this fantasy. Burning through the fire. Gonna let it
something in the clouds, and I'll take it. Yeah, reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone and never fall behind again. Just keep on moving on. Never look down, never fade out. Never fade out. Oh, don't look down, never fade out. And I just wanna be someone.
Welcome back, everyone. 9-6 for the first half here on Dust2. Third and final map between Winstrike and ETHEREAL. Second half commencing. Winstrike, they looked very sharp in that first half, and ETHEREAL not so much, but managed to step it up a little bit towards the end of it. Let's see if they can continue that here in the second half. It's going to be IEM finding the first frag onto Belgianuk. In the meantime, ETHEREAL, they're already pushing up closer towards this A-bomb site, with Winstrike being the heavy favorites currently. ETHEREAL, they have a lot to prove.
Oh, Lord. Nickel back. That was a little bit cheeky. 3 quick kills with the P2K. His teammate's going to bring in and finish off the rest. That's 10 on the board for Winstrike. Not bad. Very nice shots with the P2K as well. Not often you see it used in professional tournaments, but he makes it work. He gets himself a nice lot of damage and definitely feels comfortable with it. We'll see if that can carry forward now as they are hoping to find an 11th here. They should be able to. Not really anything invested by ETHEREAL, just a few little bits of pistols. No armor invested at all. So it should be 11 for the Winstrike side.
I think whether you play with the P2K or the USP is entirely, how you feel, basically. I know that Hiko is it's a big P2K, or was, I should say. Only played with the P2000. I don't necessarily remember anyone else who only plays with that pistol.
No, I've seen people play, but no one else obviously comes to mind as sort of a big P2K user. But I've definitely seen other people using it. And I mean, we do just gloss over that round. I mean, it was all going to be Winstrike just pretty much shutting things down. Nothing really invested by ETHEREAL. Nice shot from Elian though with the scout. Good at work from them, just locking things down towards mid, and he finishes things off with the USP there. Definitely a moment of brilliance there from him.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I just sort of brushed over the round, because Elian has been playing fantastic. it makes sense that he just shuts it down.
Yeah, it was pretty much a guaranteed round. Just, as I said, no armor, couple upgraded pistols, that was it. So, 11 on the board for Winstrike, but it's this time, it's Robin who opens the fragging up as he gets an opening for the Ethereal side. Alien, again, towards mid. His teammate's going to be burning in the Molotov acid deploy the smoke to keep himself safe. So damage being done still. That scout brilliant, finding a lot of tags in these past couple rounds. But they're down a man. Let's see if they can follow it up with a kill, and they will do exactly that. A lovely flashbang from Nickelback allows Prism to get one. He's going to look for a second. Can't do it though, as Zorte's AK will be proficient in that regard. No, Nickelback's going to take his turn and another flashbang. This time Zorte trades it out once again. This time instantly though. And Winstrike still sit themselves in a 2-on-3. Still a man disadvantage. And with Passionoid pushing in towards this B bomb site, I think that's a round slipping away from the Winstrike side. Ethereal will surely play post. Post, that's the word I was looking for. And he's 7th. That's Bondic can actually keep the bomb towards the tunnel. He does a bit of damage, but not enough to get the kill there. Or does he actually know the lineup? Looked like he might have known the lineup, Ellie, and instead he just gets himself killed. So that didn't go well for him. Bondic's just going to save the AK and, well, I say allow Ethereal to a 7th. They're already getting it. There's not really much he can do.
I think you're absolutely right. I think Ilian actually had a lineup for the plant behind it. So there is a couple of ways you can do that lineup, either from on top of the box, or I think you can do it from below it, like right up against the corner there. Obviously back in the days I was about to say, when the door faced the other way, you couldn't do it. Because you were just gonna be open to the plant. But with the door facing this way, it means that it's easier for the T's to plant the bomb without getting spotted. They don't necessarily need a smoke down. Back in the day they used to. I say back in the day like it's ages ago. It's pretty recent.
Obviously, it does make it a little bit harder to get out the tunnels, though, as it's a bit of a sightline throw from mid. But, yeah, I do like the change. I do like the change. It's freshened things up a little bit for Dust2. I
was actually... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, not so much in a strategical sense of being freshened up. It's basically largely the same. It's just sort of how you can play that B bomb site in terms of being able to actually shoot people is a little bit different. It's nice to see.
Yeah, I was actually heavy against it initially because I thought it was going to make the CT side a little bit OP. It makes it easier for the CT, the mid player, to help the B players. But I actually think it works fine.
Yeah. I think it puts a lot of emphasis on mid control for those B hits. You hardly ever see B hits without mid control. Go wrong because I mean, Winstrike, they're fighting back after losing the previous round. It's all the kills coming through. Absolutely nothing found for Ethereal. As Nickelback will secure himself 4 on the board. You mentioned him as a bit of a not a dark horse, a sleeper, I think you said, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you know if you have like a sleeper PC or a sleeper car for that matter? Let's talk about PCs because that's something I actually know something about. If you have a sleeper PC, it's like in an old case, you know, those old gray cases from back in the days that everyone had at the school, like they were in the school.
Yeah.
A PC like that, but you deck it out on the inside. So it doesn't look flashy at all on the outside, but on the inside it's got all the best gear.
Yeah.
That's
just
a sleeper.
Consistent frags. Yeah.
Exactly. So Nickelback is not necessarily always the highest up there, but he's always pulling numbers. He's always getting high impact kills. And then he's one of those players that not a lot of people expect him to be insane. Because they just don't know him. Oh. Ilian, we know that he's insane, though.
Yeah. I mean, He's going to switch over to the USP. Does get the dink, but the Deagle dinks a bit harder than the USP, and he will get the kill. Unfortunately for him, there's plenty more players for him to find, and Winstrike will close him down. 13 on the board for them, and ETHEREAL, they sit 6 rounds behind, and this isn't going to be a chance for them to close up. This is going to be Winstrike actually putting themselves surely to double the scoreline of the ETHEREAL in this final map, and that's going to be a big step to overcome here for the ETHEREAL side. As they'll just hope for a bit of damage. That's certainly a nice bit of damage. I mean, he goes for the repeat passion. Alien is waiting the second time, and AWP will, in top trumps, win out over the scout. As long as you choose the right stats, who would ever choose, mobility fighting a scout? Alien. He's able to double himself up as well, but not before he's himself and his team in a decent position here. 3-on-2. That's a nice nade onto these ETHEREAL players as they try and push forward. Robin down to just 60. Makes things a little bit harder as well. Chonuk will get the bomb planted. There's nobody to stop that from the Winstrike side. It's going to be a 3-on-2 retake needed. Robin on the Eagle. He could have found one, but Lackey will quickly take him down. And Chonuk, there's a nice shot. He can now focus his attention towards short, but as he peeks out wide, it is going to be Nickelback. Again, in a lovely little frag there. Instantly shuts him down, and it will be 14 for Winstrike as they save an AK. They'll save the AWP.
I keep being impressed by Alien. I know at this point I should have been accustomed to it, but I'm not. He keeps surprising me. His flicks are so quick, so deadly. We saw it on Nuke. Do you remember that flick where he was on the bomb site and he we barely even saw the player with X-ray.
I remember that on Nuke from near was it near Squeaky, I think.
Yeah.
He's
so quick on those flicks. Definitely one of those high impact AWPers that we not necessarily like super known, but he's always gonna be fragging. He's always gonna be hitting highlight shot.
Shinoj. He took a lot of damage there running through the Molotov into short. I think he expected his teammates to be pushing long, but they backed away, so his sacrifice was all for naught, I'm afraid. I mean, he died to the AWP, so the damage done by the Molotov doesn't matter too much. He was dead either way, but it's more the push I'm a little confused about. They're all trying to take these initial fights. It's not worked out for them, Robin, with just 6 points of health, and it is a 5-on-3 for the Winstrike side as they look to find match point here in the best of 3. Not looking good for ETHEREAL.
You could say that again. I'm trying to think, what can ETHEREAL do? And I honestly...
Not that.
Look at it.
Not
so
that at
quick.
all. Oh dear.
I don't think there's anything to do when Alien plays like this. I really don't.
Yeah.
He's playing so good. 26 kills.
He just completely rinsed him, and look at the odds. There's just no chance for ETHEREAL. It may as well be game over at this point.
I think
15-7
GG
final
is very
map.
fitting right now.
I think it is the
this
GG.
This is going to be GG very soon.
Yeah, and then we can all head to the round table. No.
You gotta stop. Continuing with the great analogies.
Yeah.
One more round in favor of Winstrike, and they'll shut this one down, and it looks like it might be right here, right now. Nickelback and Lackey finding a frag each. Salty, he got the initial... Oh, Nickelback, somehow he's still alive. Not inching his way forward, trying for the spray down, not connecting Nickelback. He is connecting, however. Kristen helping out as well, and that should be it. Robin gets a consolation frag, I suppose, but eventually he'll get shut down as well.